Demonstrators across the country and here in Oregon mark the 5th anniversary of the Iraq War tonight. Evening rush hour drivers on Interstate 84 were greeted with banners as they drove under the 47th Avenue overpass tonight. And as the evening wore on, protesters lit candles and held a vigil, reminding passing drivers of the cost of the war.
It was wrong from the beginning. We should never have gone into it. And it's been 5 long years. And all this money that's been wasted and these lives in the U.S. and Iraq that have been wasted, we've got to stop. And the only way to stop is for all of us to stand up and say, stop it now.
Earlier in the day, a small group of protesters gathered in downtown Portland, and police were there on foot and horseback. One man was arrested. Police say he kicked an officer in the knee.
And rallies against the war took place all over the nation today. Hundreds turned out in San Francisco. Musicians joined with peaceful protesters who yelled and carried signs. But this protest was notably smaller than the one in San Francisco back in 2003. One protester says that she thought it was because Americans are now used to the idea of the war in Iraq.
5 years into this battle, there's an understandable debate over whether the war was worth fighting, whether the fight is worth winning, and whether we can win it.
Well, President Bush says the Iraq War has been harder and more costly than he first anticipated, but 5 years after the start of the invasion, he insists it was necessary to keep Americans safe. Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid calls the president's defense of the war more of the same perpetual disregard for the costs and consequences of stubbornly staying the course.